Today on Fit to Box, Orijin boxing and their updated O-3 boxing gloves, fully reviewed, rated and ranked today. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box I bring you all things boxing equipment. I am a level 2 England boxing trainer. I'm a full-time boxing coach, and here at Telford Amateur Boxing Club I do all the testing. Not only do I do the testing, but other boxers get involved with the testing and the feedback to give you the most complete review that I can give you. Today we have a company, Orijin Boxing, and these are from South Korea. I did a review of their O1 gloves about 2 years ago, and they came out as good gloves, and I gave them quite a bit of feedback as to how to improve those gloves, and they have incorporated that feedback in these new gloves, the O3. As I'm going through, you'll see where they've made the improvements and also where further improvements could be made. These are 117 English pounds or 155 US dollars. So these are going to go into the Fit to Box middleweight lace price division. 4 gloves between 101 English pounds to 200 English pounds or 121 US dollars to 250 US dollars. As you can see there, this in a beautiful blue, and that is called Horizon Blue. And as I turn that round, you can see they've got the logo on the rear there, that new oval logo. It's very sort of yin and yang, and that is made up of the O, the R and the J of Orijin Boxing. And as you can see, they've gone with the triple lump on the cuff. Now, these also come with a bag, which is that bag there, and that is Tyvek. And that is a eco-friendly bag that they come with. You've got obviously the drawstring. They also come with lace converters as well, leather lace converters. So if you haven't got anybody to tie your gloves, you can actually use the lace converters that come with them. Obviously that adds to the value for money. And let's bring it round. So obviously you've got the thumb. These fully leather and beautiful in that blue. As I say, they come also in some other colours, 4 different colours, and I really do like what they've done with the colourways on this. When it comes to these gloves, you've got Orijin Boxing there on the cuff, and on the front there, Orijin Boxing, and also a 16 ounce there. So let's have a closer look at these gloves. Knuckle. Okay, so the knuckle is a medium to soft knuckle, and in there is 5 layers of complex foam, and I really do think that when it comes to that knuckle, it's very protective for your hands, and as I put it on, you'll be able to see you do get a really good fist position when you're in that position there, and the thumb tucked in nicely there. Let's come on to the thumb. So you've got that there, you've got the thumb attachment, which I think is a little far back, should be sort of there, I would say. And what I will say on these, they have included some air holes, but as you can see, they are very small. So there's 3 very small air holes. They definitely could be bigger. And then when I put them up onto the screen, you can also see there's a bit of a variance when it comes to the thumbs. Okay, so this thumb is different to this thumb, and I'll cover that off in the comfort. Let's come on to the wrist. One of the things that I really loved about the O1 version was that middle bar was flat and indented. So what happened was when you used the lace converters, it sat down flat in that middle channel. I really like that, and for some reason they've got rid of that. I would say bring that back, because that really does help with these complementary lace converters. Also on the lace converters, they used to have Orijin boxing on there, and when it was in place, it really added to the look of that as well. So I would go back to that as well. Now, when it comes to the wrist, the main thing that I would say with the wrist is these are a glove that are very heavy in this area. So these gloves were a little bit stiff before, and I think in this area here, they've gone a little bit too soft. They could firm that up, so when I hold it like that, it would actually stay in place. In saying that, you've got some decent padding at the rear. At the front, I think, is where it needs to be bolstered, as it was before, really, in terms of the thickness. It's a bit thin for the wrist there. The laces are now long enough, which is great. Again, they're round, and I would prefer flat when it comes to the laces. They're good quality laces, they're long enough, they do create a good wrist via that sort of setup at the back. But as I say, I think flat laces would be better, keep the same length, and obviously just bolster up that area there, bolster that up to give a little bit more wrist support. Face of the glove. Okay, on the face, you have got sort of a medium to soft grip bar. There is, again, some very, very small air holes. They could do with being bigger. I don't think they're really doing anything. And as I bring that up, you can see that lace, Orijin boxing, and also 16 ounce, which I do like to be on the outside of the gloves. Stitching. Okay, as you can see, I think these are a well-made glove. These are 117 English pounds. And for that price, I think these are really well made with the stitching and also that lovely leather. And I really do like that blue colour as well. But you can see the stitching as I show you all around the glove. Lining. One thing that let the previous gloves down was the lining, and they have definitely improved the lining. So the lining is like a silky fabric. It's a really, really nice lining. It's not loose and baggy like the previous glove that I reviewed, and that has helped this glove achieve higher when it comes to comfort, bag, and also sparring scores, because that lining, also durability as well, because that lining is better quality. It's not going to sort of cause you to clasp in between your fingers. It's also going to last longer because it is tighter inside the glove. First up to the scales, you've got 16 ounce on the cuff, and you've got 16.2, and then you've got the right glove, 16.2. Comfort. Okay, let's slide them on. Okay, so in terms of comfort, there you can see a really good punch surface. Great protection in the knuckle area. You've got there the thumb, I'll come to that in a moment, and you've got, once you've got that tied up with those laces, it does provide a good wrist protection. Okay, when it comes to the actual finger pads, really comfortable. You can feel the leather there. You can open up the hands, no problem at all. There's a little bit of pressure at the rear of the fingernails there, but again, the more you use them, the better that gets. The only thing that I would say with this particular glove is, as you can see there, that thumb sort of protrudes out a little bit too much. So there is the potential for thumbing in the eye with that. And the reason I point that out now is because when I put the left glove on, the left glove doesn't have the same sort of protruding. Okay, so you can see how it's protruding on this glove. It's not protruding as much on this glove. I think this glove's thumb is better than that one, so they need to get their head around making both gloves and both thumbs the same. That was almost like pointy there, so I have marked it down for the sparring for that reason. If both gloves had got this thumb, then that would be a totally different thing. So Orijin just need to make sure that the left and the right gloves are the same. Every other department with these gloves in terms of comfort is comfortable, and every other department is the same. So once they sort out getting uniform thumbs, that again will boost their score higher. When it comes to sparring, really nice gloves. You can catch no problem. You don't have any finger slippage when you're multiple catching of shots. Also, you've got a good punch surface, very good protection for your hand. Really like them in sparring. Like them more in bag work, okay? And that is because of that really good knuckle position. Also, that knuckle protection as well in the padding. That 5 layers of complex foam, really like that as well. Okay, so let's get up on screen the Fit to Box ratings card. So we have, these are going to go into the Fit to Box middleweight lace price division. 4 gloves between 101 English pounds and 200 English pounds, or 121 US dollars to 250 US dollars. As you can see, style 95, I think, in the colorways that they've got, and also that new logo. I really do like the style of these gloves. Comfort 94, durability 95, sparring 94, bag 96, and value for money 98 at 117 English pounds, or 155 US dollars. You'll obviously have to pay customs and shipping wherever you are in the world. But in summing up, these have gone from a good pair of gloves to 3 stars, excellent, 95.3. Okay, so that's a levels jump. It really is when it comes to the gloves and what they've done. They've got a couple of things that they could still improve, and once they've improved them, I could easily see these gloves rating higher. If I put onto the screen a Fit to Box report card, and on there you can see the things that I love and like about these gloves. You can also see the features and anything else that I think that could be improved. So, Orijin Boxing, 2 years ago, had a good rating. They went away, they improved things, they tried new stuff, which I always celebrate, and they've come back with 3 Fit to Box stars, excellent. So there's a massive improvement from those first gloves, the O1s to the O3s. Is there still some improvements that could be made? Of course there is. And I'm sure that Orijin Boxing, the way that they've sort of handled themselves since the first review, they've listened to feedback, they've come back with a much improved glove. That's reflected in the scores, and I can see that this is a company that looks to improve and improve. So, one last look, really impressed. Couple of areas where sort of they've regressed a little bit, but there is definitely areas whereby they have improved, and so that is reflected in the score when it comes to the Fit to Box rating. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box, and I shall speak to you soon.